This is when we get to talk to Dr. John Braccio every Tuesday at about this time of the morning, and he's on with us now from Regional Psychological Services, drjohnb.com on the web. Hey, Doc, good morning, and hey, what's up, Doc?
Well, listen, nice talking to you always, Mike. And today I just want to make sure that no one listening thinks that we're saying that having things is horrible, okay, that it's a bad thing and one ought to go live in a cave and get away. No, that's not at all.
But I kind of do want to do that sometimes.
Well, every now and then that may be a good idea, but it's a reasonable human desire to want things, to make our life easier and more pleasant. And it's certainly not true and nice to have if you have a nice car or a home or other possessions such as electronic equipment or home furnishings, jewelry, and whatever else. It can bring a lot of happiness. However, there is always a however to these things. It becomes a problem when we become obsessed with owning things and are convinced that we must own them to be happy. We know people like this, people that are just want this and they want that, and then we're not happy. We realize after getting all these things that we were so positive would make us happy, this doesn't work. So when this occurs, and it often does, really what a person needs to do is find internal aspects of themselves outside of their physical possessions to give greater meaning to their lives. And Mike, just as a side here, I have worked with many people that have achieved what we would see in the world as so much, but they're just finding an emptiness. Yeah, they're finding that that's just not everything. Now, so what do? Well, you try to learn new things, just learning things, and just kind of get off the thing, okay, if you will, developing greater spirituality. There are people that lost spirituality, and it can be important to them. And they say, really need to be preparing for the future, for the future beyond here. And then helping others is another good thing to be doing, just to kind of put your mind in terms of making the world better for others. Showing gratitude, calling people, letting people know that along the road of your life that have been helpful. This can be a good thing. Focusing on being happy with what one has rather than always chasing something to make them happy. And this is a common thing, too. People just aren't happy with what they have. And remember, there'll always be somebody with a bigger boat, a bigger car, a bigger diamond, a bigger whatever it might be. So you really have to just seek out purpose in life. What is your role in life? What can it be? And build your own life. You are the architect of your own life. And then find out along the road who you are. Another big thing. And then enjoying the moment you live in, because really that's all you're guaranteed. If right now this is all we're guaranteed. Right now we're talking. We're sharing experiences, just information, and that's it. Everything else is not guaranteed. So you better enjoy the moment rather than just thinking I need that new car, this new thing, that new gadget. And then don't compare yourself in possessions with others, because remember, there'll always be someone, as I mentioned before, the bigger car, the bigger boat, the bigger whatever, backyard, whatever it might be.
Right.
And then we do want to always, this is something that you and I have talked about different times. I know it's a big thing to you also. You want to enhance personal relationship with loved ones and friends, because a person's world that's ruled by seeking happiness with owning things, you can get lonely. You may have your things, but you could be pretty depressed as you end up alone or with shallow relationships, because this in effect leads to the love of gold. Okay, and when you love gold over personal development and loving relationships, it's not going to be a very happy life. So again, we're not telling people to go live in a cave, unless, like you said, there might be a weekend you might want to do that and get away from the whole world, or maybe practice being that bear you were talking about in your last segment.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. So, but as a whole, it's kind of giving, as we've talked about many times too, Aristotle's summum bonum, the golden mean, getting some basis in life that can make your life more valuable and help make it good for you, good for those around you. So that's kind of our message of the day. Don't just focus on things, because in the long run, that's just not gonna make it in terms of being a happy, resourceful person for yourself and for others.
Part of what I did, we were talking this last weekend, not to focus on that, but it was a big part of my life. 12-hour car ride with some other guys on the way out to the pilgrimage in Kansas. And so we always say that's part of the pilgrimage is this car ride, because we talk about it, everything, our families, our life, whatever. And it's kind of like therapy with your buds. But here's what we came up with. We all define success in a different way. Sometimes we define it, unfortunately, with material things, wrongly so, as you're pointing out. Really, all we want is time. We want freedom. We want time with family. We want time to just chill alone. We want time to go fishing. We want time to dance in the street or dress like a bear or whatever. We want control of our own destiny and our time. And sometimes we hang success on our things that we think are going to give us time and make that time that we have more enjoyable, when in fact, not so much. But that's good. Hey, Doc, we're about up on time. I just wanted to reiterate that you can find Dr. John Braccio at Dr. John B, the letter B. Don't go spelling B-E-E or anything like that. drjohnb.com. And Regional Psychological Services. By the way, you ever have bad blister on your foot?
Well, if one does, it can ruin your day. How does that sound?
There you go. Don't go cutting the skin off. Let it heal, buddy. There, that's my...
Well, listen, let's work on being happy and enjoying and loving people and those around us. Nothing wrong with having some nice things, don't hear me wrong, but as a whole, we have to really work on just developing our whole personality and being all that we can be. And I think that's really the lesson for today. Don't let things rule you. You can enjoy them, but don't be like the poor old King Midas, who ended up leading a pretty bad ending. So let's enjoy life.
I love it. Dr. John Braccio, free advice, free therapy, free just conversations, like having coffee with a friend every Tuesday. Regional Psychological Services, drjohnb.com. Hey, Doc, we'll find out what's up, Doc, next week about same time. Have a great week, would you?
Same to you, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, see you later. 1320 WILS. It's going to be a good day to just take it. If all you do is you look out the window and you go like, man, that's a nice day out there, and you go out and you take it in and breathe as deep as you can. Good. There you go. Sometimes that's all. You're not promised even that, so... We're looking at pretty much sunshine the next few days. Might be a thunderstorm pop up here around Thursday, but all in all, pretty decent weather to head out to the fair. 1320 WILS, your morning wake up. Mike Austin back in, just a couple of minutes.